Hello and welcome to the Korean Beauty Show podcast. I'm your host, Lauren Lee, Kbeauty expert, founder of Style Story, where you can shop, learn, and explore the world of Korean skincare, and of course, your guide to what is going on the ground here in Korea right now. So I will jump into today's episode, which I cannot believe it. We are literally in December. It is the 1st of December today, which is just really crazy. Not quite sure where the year has gone, where time has gone. It is absolutely freezing all of a sudden here in Seoul. We had a really long autumn, a long period of fall, much longer than normal. It was unseasonably warm. I believe I read somewhere that it might have even been like the warmest November on record or for like a significant period of time. But suffice to say, that is definitely well and truly over. It literally went from like everyone walking around in jumpers and like very light coats to full-on long padding within the space of 24 hours, and winter is definitely here. There is a really big chill in the air as I'm speaking right now. I've literally got multiple layers on. I'm standing inside my house. I've got socks and everything on, like it's proper cold. So definitely starting to feel a little bit more like Christmas at the moment. And speaking of Christmas, we are kicking off our 12 days of Christmas at Style Story. We're going to have 12 days of deals. Lots of fun offers will be coming up. Basically, we're going to have free gifts, big discounts on individual products. We're going to have 1+1, so like a buy one, get one free. So make sure that you stay tuned to our socials. I think we are stylestory_Kbeauty on Instagram. We are on TikTok as well. We're on Facebook, wherever you like to hang out. Make sure that you keep an eye out for the deal of the day for the 12 days of Christmas. And if you are in Australia and you do a little bit of shopping on Woolies, on the Woolworths website, keep your eyes peeled for some of the great deals on the Kbeauty products over at woolworths.com.au as well. They are going to be having a range of deals, is my understanding, on different products over there this month as well. So go and check them out if you are in Australia. But let us jump into a little bit of Kbeauty news. It's been a couple of weeks since we've done a news episode because we are just doing the one a week at the moment. So the first thing that caught my beady little eye the other day was that L'Oreal has announced that they are launching what they're calling a new luxury Kbeauty brand, Sulhwasoo. And it is apparently inspired by the Asian wisdom of the 24 seasons, powered by 24 herbal ingredients that are harvested at their seasonal peak. So basically lots of things with traditional Korean ingredients like ginseng, as you would expect, fermented rice water. It almost sounds to me like they're going for a little bit of a hanbang concept with this. They're going to have a whole range of products, cleansers, moisturizers, shampoos, and conditioners. And they are launching their first flagship store in Seoul here at the Shilla Hotel. I'm not sure that there is an official opening date or whatnot, but that is the announcement, I guess, from L'Oreal. A little bit of a curious one, this one. It's like, I mean, gosh, it seems like a bit of a money grab if you ask me. You know, what business really do they have launching a luxury K-beauty brand? I'm not sure, but obviously they've probably teamed up with someone here who knows what they're doing. I don't know, let me know. Is this the kind of thing you get in on, L'Oreal K-beauty? Is this what you are looking for in your Kbeauty? Are you interested in luxury products? I know historically the luxury stuff, the luxury side of the market has not received as much love as the cheaper stuff, for obvious reasons, that they're targeting a much smaller group of people, I guess, a lot of people that have a lot more disposable income, and also people that are happy to part with more money. I think one of the things that attracts a lot of people to Korean beauty is the fact that it has traditionally been a lot more accessible price-wise, that you can get really high quality products that don't cost the earth that don't cost a fortune. So look, you'll have to let me know how you're feeling about it. The reaction when I shared this on my social media was very lukewarm, to say the least, which kind of is where I'm at with it. I'm sort of just like, yeah, cool. So let me know your thoughts, but that was in the news headlines this week. The other thing that I thought would be of interest to some of our listeners is that there are 4 new plant resources from Jeju Island that have been added to the list of international cosmetics and raw materials, ICID. So these are baby camellia leaf stem extract, camellia being a very, very popular traditional Kbeauty ingredient that Jeju is quite famous for. And then 3 others that you probably won't have heard of that are quite Korean, I think. One is waterline stem extract, longleaf rami leaf stem extract, and then arm hand leaf extract. So just different types of plant extracts basically is what we are talking about. And they are apparently effective at relieving skin irritation. So the ICID, the International Cosmetics and Materials, is published by the American Cosmetics Association. So basically that means that they have been officially recognized as cosmetic raw materials. So Jeju is an area in Korea that has traditionally been a source of lots of different Korean beauty ingredients. Green tea, volcanic scoria are 2 really big ones that come to mind. But there are a lot of research institutes that are working in Jeju to promote basically the discovery of functional materials and the registration of international cosmetics, raw materials. It's supported by the industry. It's supported, I believe, by the government as well. So lots of different companies and research institutes and people are involved with that kind of thing. So these were obviously 4 of the latest ones to be added. But my understanding is that about 22 cosmetic raw materials in total have been added to the list from 2019 until now, all from Jeju. So I think it is a little bit of an interesting area. There are, of course, some brands that focus exclusively or solely on ingredients from Jeju Island. And I did a whole episode of the podcast on skincare ingredients from Jeju Island. It was last year sometime. So take a look back in your feed if you're particularly interested about that. But then there are a whole lot of other Korean beauty brands that use ingredients from Jeju Island as either, a marketing point to give them something to talk about, or, they might have a line or something that's focused on that. So lots of companies, particularly in Korea, do actually use Jeju raw materials. Jeju is very pristine. It's known for being a very protected area of Korea, and lots of people love going there on holidays. It's a really popular honeymoon destination. So there's a bit of a myth and a legend that has been built up around Jeju Island in general in Korea. But there you go, 4 new ingredients from Jeju that have been discovered by the research institutes there have been added to the International Cosmetic Raw Materials list. So let us jump into the question of the week. And I actually had an interesting question, which was, what is my number 1 tip for holiday skincare? So if you're going away, what is the one thing that, I would suggest to do? And I think my big one is that when it comes to, packing all of your stuff with you, the less stuff you take, the better. But it's not always a good idea to just wing it with your skincare, or, some people sometimes say, take a bunch of samples of stuff that you need to get through and just use samples the whole time, which can work for some people. But if you're the kind of person that needs a little bit more testing maybe to make sure that the products are right for your skin, or you're not the kind of person that can throw 20 or 30 new products at your skin at one time and come out the other end being okay, then what I would suggest, because I'm definitely like that, I cannot just survive on samples of random stuff I've never tried before. That is just a recipe for disaster for my skin. I need to patch test it and just really, slowly introduce it to my routine. So what I recommend doing is decanting your regular stuff into little mini bottles and just taking them with you. I normally have like a big plastic cosmetics container that, you know, the other kind that they make you use when you're going through the safety checks in the airport. I just pack everything into that so that even if anything were to leak or spill, which doesn't usually end up happening with the minis, that then it's fine, it's contained. I just find that that's so much easier than traveling with a lot of different heavy glass jars, particularly when it comes to your cleansers and stuff and liquids that can leak everywhere. And I usually just decant as much as I think I'll need for the 1, 2, 3 weeks, however long I'm going to be away, and just take them with me. That way I've got my whole routine there, but it's not taking up too much room. It's tried and tested stuff that I know my skin will need, that I know my skin will like. That's what I generally do. The only other thing that is a non-negotiable for me when I'm traveling is a powder cleanser. I absolutely love powder cleansers. They're just so much easier. And I've never had any problems with them taking them through into cabin luggage. They're not counted as a liquid towards your, you know, you have to have like 100 mils of products. I've never had any issues with the powder cleansers. The one that I use is only 50 grams anyway, because you make it up fresh. So they are my number one hack. It's so good. They're really light because they don't have any water in them. And it just totally eliminates any need for worrying about stuff leaking. My shampoos and conditioners, on the other hand, is just like, oh my God. The problems I have had with those over the years, because they're a little bit harder to decant, right? Because you tend to use a bit more. So I tend to travel with my full size of my shampoo and conditioner, and the amount of times I've ended up with, like, when my hair's pink, like pink shampoo, like in the little plastic bag. I'm just like, oh gosh. So definitely the mini bottles, they're really, really good. You can usually pick them up from like a dollar store. Certainly here in Korea, you can pick them up from like Daiso or something like that. So just keep an eye out for them. If you don't have something like that near you, maybe jump online and see. They should just be really cheap, just like little mini bottles and jars, basically, that you can put together. That is an absolute lifesaver, and that way you've got all your stuff there with you. Now, we have happily had some new releases on the Style Story website lately, including some that I think will be great for Christmas. The first one is Sulwhasoo's First Care Activating Trial Kit. So this is basically a kit with all of the really popular products from the First Care line in miniature form. So like 30 mils, 35 mils, 15 mils. So it has a gentle cleansing foam, their essential comfort firming cream, the comfort balancing emulsion, and the water, as well as the First Care activating serum, all in a kit. It's great bang for buck if you want to try out the range, you know, first before you commit to buying the full size, because Sulhwasoo can get quite exy. This is a really good way to do it. This is also a beautiful little gift. It's all boxed up as well, and it feels like something that you would like to receive. It doesn't look like you've cheaped out or anything like that. I mean, they're 35 mils, some of the minis, 35 mils. So they're not tiny. It's a decent size. So that is up on the website now. That one I think will be very, very popular. I know a lot of people do love the First Care Activating Serum. That was actually one of the first products we sold out of at our Black Friday sale. We had that on sale and it was snapped up like within a couple of days. People were just going nuts for it. So definitely check that one out if you like that, or you're looking to give a nice little bougie gift for Christmas. That's a really nice one. The other one that I'm super excited to announce that we have finally been able to stock here in Australia is Skin 79's Orange Super Plus BB Cream. This was one that, due to some regulations in Australia, we weren't able to stock for ages. Now we can. Very, very excited about it. People have been asking us for years and years to get this shade. We've always had to say sorry, but we can't. Now we can. So this is the one. It comes in a natural beige shade, which is about 21 if you are familiar with your Korean BB shades. Skin 79 obviously was one of the original BB cream brands that really blew up when Kbeauty got famous. And I must say, I have tried so many different packs, different cushions, different BB creams over the years, and I always come back to my tried and tested Skin 79 Pink BB cream. Pink is my shade. I absolutely love it, and I still reckon they have one of the best formulas on the market, like just hands down. I always have one in my rotation. Doesn't matter how many other BB creams I try, I always come back to that because it's just so reliable and just so dependable. So this one is the orange color, but it has a lot of the same benefits as the other ones. It's got your SPF 50 plus in it. Obviously, I would recommend using a sunscreen separately just to make sure you're getting the stated level of protection, but it also offers high coverage. It corrects marks, dark spots. Like, it's just a filter for your face, and it never feels heavy on the face. That's what I love the most about Skin 79. Not heavily fragranced either. It comes in a really nice, compact, hygienic, and travel-friendly size. It is also an airless pump too, so very useful. They're very, very high quality. I could rave about these products all day. I love Skin 79. I just think they nailed the formula. They have updated them, upgraded them over the years, so it's not the exact same formula as it was when it first got released, but I actually think they're better than they used to be. So that's just my personal opinion. And remember, if you are shopping with Style Story, that 1% of the profits from the sale of products on our website will go towards our pledge to 1% for the planet, which is the charity that we are supporting so that we can do our bit for the environment as well. So yeah, just keep that in mind when you're shopping, that you will also be contributing to 1% for the planet as well when you shop with us. Okay, over to take a look at some of the new Kbeauty reviews that have come in for products. The first one was a 5-star review for Jellicoe's Cinnamon Toast Sugar Scrub Foam, and our reviewer said, this is a 3-in-1 product. It cleanses, exfoliates, and brightens dull skin, which I absolutely love. Perfect for me because I have dull and textured skin which gets dirty easily. There isn't too much of a scent, but it's got a really subtle sweet scent. I didn't expect this sugar scrub foam to foam up so much. The moment the scrub hit my face, it became foam almost immediately. My skin is left feeling refreshed and smooth without any irritation. And don't forget to use this product on your face and neck, not just your face like me. Jellicoe has such interesting concepts for their products, and now I'm craving for cinnamon toast. Thank you very much to our reviewer, and I must say that gets me every time I use it as well. I'm like, cinnamon. I'm a massive fan of cinnamon anyway. I'm the kind of person that when I'm getting a cappuccino and they're like, oh, would you like a little bit of sprinkle of cinnamon? I'm like, hit me. So if you do like cinnamon toast, go and check out our Cinnamon Toast Sugar Scrub Foam. Our next review was for Tosawoong's Propolis Sparkle Ampoule, another 5-star review, and this reviewer said, I've not used this product long, but I really love how it's not sticky and it feels light. I loved it so much that I bought another bottle during the Black Friday sale. That's always a good idea if you like what you're feeling. So I'm very glad to hear that that one is working for you as well. Now, for our recommendation of the week, maybe it's because of the weather, maybe it's just because I'm feeling a little bit sentimental at this time of the year because Christmas is not too far away, but I thought I'd share some of my favorite Christmas movies to help you get into the festive spirit as well. Now, look, I did have a look and I, was trying to remember if I'd seen anything Korean that has a really Christmassy theme, but not really. The only one that came to mind was a really old drama called Winter Sonata in English, but it's so old. I don't know if I want to recommend that to people, and it's really over the top. It's one of the very traditional drama themes from 20 years ago, and everyone's related and dying, and it's just absolute madness. It's chaos. So I don't know if that's really the kind of Christmas vibe you want to go for, but it is set in winter for a lot of it. So people are walking around in turtlenecks and there's snow everywhere and the scenery is quite pretty, but it's very old. So I thought instead I'm just going to share some of my favorite Western Christmas movies. So Home Alone. Love Home Alone. I know it's a bit of a cliche at this time of year, but it is such a fun movie. The soundtrack I really enjoy as well. I'm a massive fan of any movie that has a really great soundtrack, I'm just like, I'm there for it. So John Williams did the soundtrack for Home Alone for the first one, and I am a massive fan of it. I love listening to that at this time of year as well. Home Alone 2 is also really good. That's the one that's set in New York. So Home Alone, go and toss it on if you haven't watched it for a while, and if you haven't seen it since last year, it's worth another watch. The other one that I really like is Love Actually, and I know that there's some super problematic characters and plot lines, and it's a little bit of a weird Christmas movie, but that one is super fun. I do like watching it at this time of year. The other one that was absolutely so cheesy, but it was a pretty funny movie, just very light, is the new Lindsay Lohan one that's on Netflix. I think it's called Falling in Christmas or Falling for Christmas, something like that. I think I'm just here for Lindsay Lohan being back. I'm definitely showing my age, but I'm old enough to remember when she was famous the first time. And I always felt really bad for her that, her career seemed to, go downhill, and she had a lot of problems for a while. So I'm actually so happy to see that she's doing really well, and that she is, clearly at a really good place in her life. So I threw that on just for a little bit of Lilo reminiscing. I used to love her movies as a kid as well. So that one was really fun. It was so cheesy, but like, it's Christmas. Most of them are super cheesy. So they're just a couple that I will share with you guys. If you have other ones, or you have one that you really like, I would love to know what it is. It's a little bit of a family tradition in our house at this time of the year to sing carols and to get the really cheesy Christmas movies on. And we usually just pick like a new one each night. So that's kind of what we're going to be doing for the rest of the month. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and if you did, I would love a rating and a review if you've got time to spare. I'll be back in your ears next week on Thursday with another episode. We are down to just one episode a week at the moment for the rest of the year, just because it's been a little bit crazy. Got a lot going on, winding down for the rest of the year. I wanna watch some Christmas movies, go out and play in the snow, and do all of those things as well. So I'll leave it here for today. Thank you so much for joining me, and in the meantime, I will see you on Style Story.